Okay, this is a battery-powered drill. Okay, parts of the drill, we've got a chuck here, so that tightens and loose there. There's 3 little jewels there. On top there is your speed setting, so you've got 2 and 1. So 1 you usually use for driving in screws. 2 you use for drilling. Okay, there's the trigger there. So obviously you can start off slow and go through a series and faster as you go. Okay, you've got forward and reverse. And then centre's just a lock. And there's the battery powered, so there's the battery there. To take one out, you just depress there, slide it out, go back in. To put a drill bit in, what you do is you set the drill down, grab your drill bit. As it's got 3 jaws and then you're putting something round in it, it always finds centre. So open the jaws up, put it in. Okay, gently tighten it up and give it a twist side to side. Okay, then you tighten it up with the other hand, slip the other hand back here. That's all you need. Okay, on the top here is some torque settings, as you can go through the series here. So 1 is least, and you wind it round, and so forth and so forth. If you're drilling a hole, you bring it right round to drill, and that's won't slip in the torque settings. On the side here is the forward and reverse. If you leave it in the centre, you can depress the thing and it won't actually go. And that's usually an etiquette thing we do in this workshop. Before you put it down, you put it to centre and put it down the centre of the bench so that next person picks it up, it won't actually go around. Okay, drilling a hole. First thing you do is you always clamp your job down so that it won't move around. If I got my drill and I started it there, because that's the hole I'm going to drill, and I start off and I start drilling, the job's actually going to spin round, and that's a risk in itself, so you always clamp your job. Another risk that can happen is damaging your job, and that usually happens by twisting the drill back and forth. When you're drilling, you should never have to put huge amounts of force on it. That means if you do, that this drill bit is blunt. Okay, so the first thing you can do is you need to clamp it in the vise or clamp it on the bench. If you're going to clamp it on the bench, you always put a sacrificial board underneath it so you don't drill a hole into the bench. So the G-clamp, undo it. Okay, the job's clamped. This means that I can have 2 hands on the drill. Another little trick we do in this workshop is you get a buddy and he helps you line up your drill. So when you start it there, he will tell you whether you're right there and right back the other way. To drill a hole, we've got it on 2, so it's the speed setting. And this one here, you bring round to the drill setting. So it's got maximum torque. Okay, starting the drill off. I've got my centre punch there. I'll make sure I'm 90 degrees that way and 90 degrees that way. Always put my safety glasses on to protect you against swarth. Okay, start the drill. As you can see, the swarth's coming off and I've started my hole. Okay, gently bring it back up. That cleans the fluid of the drill out. And come back down. Lift it away. That hole didn't go all the way through, so we'll do it again. Okay, centre punch, drill, make sure it's plumb both ways, and gently start it. Okay, come through, press down, you shouldn't have huge amounts of force on it, clear the flutes and go down. Okay, put the drill down. That's called swarth there, which is the waste. We've got some drill bits here. So the first one is a twist drill, which you can use for drilling timber, metal and plastics. So that's called a twist drill. This one here is called a speed bore. It's used for drilling timber. Gives you a really accurate clean hole through timber. Countersink bit, so that can be used in metal and timber, and also plastics and aluminium. The next one here is a driver bit, which is used for driving in these sort of screws. So that goes in the drill, and you can drive the screw into the surface. So these bits can be all used in that battery powered drill.